I mean, what the lyric is. The wrong words sit beside us while the flesh, the wrong words sit beside us where the flesh is heavy. The right words come most easily to those who sleep. I put my boots in a CVS bag because the weather demanded it, and my jacket over the windshield in the morning to confuse the sun. Of mine own life, I'll tell you one thing the internet won't tell you. I wear my hair like a woman sometimes. The project of the snows to put the sky in lo-fi, and the memory of last week's snows a gash in the air. The mountains and seas have a queer look about them. A hoax of golden daffodils obscures them, you might say. I've been told we should pretend that everything we see is real, that images should try as best they can to come to life. I feel that iron should take the place of snow in the literature, and that silk flowers should be manufactured like real ones each spring. I'm reading the letters of distinguished men to you, a broadside of a bad poem on very good paper, a treatise on how to infuse brandy with plums. My fat ass surveys the greensward, and when I step, in the manner befitting a person of little station in the world, the dandelions seem to vanish in retrospect, as though to die were just to overlook the rituals that accompany the death in life of reeds, and to fold oneself back into one's roots. I am so big. I mean, my ass is so big. I can't fit in this room I'm building. My ass can barely fit without assistance through the door of this stanza, which is why I invented the pronoun you. The street lamps seemed to you to want to break apart the clouds, so we left the city, are always in the process of abandoning the city somewhere. Some days now you'll find us trolling the hillsides for wildflowers. Other times sitting at the very center of our garden, googling beauty with a filter. One more. La Vita Nuova. We, the archers of the gods of domesticity, string our bows with ivy, dip our arrows in fire. We, the sun in our chariot, never fail to cross the sky. We, you and I, we go to the supermarket to buy flowers. We never buy flowers without intending to communicate one to the other a sentiment the world persists in calling love. In springtime, the clouds will forfeit their passion and solemnity. Lilies cost $9.99, gladiolas $6, a dozen imported roses $12 with a coupon. What are gladiolas in the imaginations of peasants? What are lovers but nation-states bound in holy alliance against a shittiness that is the world? A beach girt with bullion for sand and volcanic rock that kisses the fronds and grasses that grow beside a citadel that I am permitted to dream of. Birds of prey who hawk their wares beneath the stars. We, you and I, we go to the grocery store to buy colors. The different blues we find in milk and cypress, the green of oranges, how rain leaves fire echoes in the pinkish sea. The problems we don't ask enough of one another, never have the money for flowers. The economy demands there be no shortage of lilies on this earth. Pale green the carnations sold in markets, the red and the black of the plastic surrounds their meats and cheeses. Yellow the photographs of the Arctic Ocean, brown the riverbeds and brown the sea. Honey sometimes drips from barren logs, inhabited by bees who live lives of beautiful communal servitude to a queen who is me. Oh, Ilium, do you remember that women are not born from eggs? Oh, Arkansas, what blood in its perfection tempers your heart? Minerva strung her bow with wild organdy while her brain is me, opens a word doc containing every spell and curse and epitaph written by the women of antiquity. Where are the women who trade their candlesticks for silk? And what is the color of smoke, if there be no requisite fire? In my dream, I'm a greengrocer's wife in the Bronx, like my great-grandmother Rose. It is 1919, and I am about to give birth to my grandmother, whose first name is my middle name, as it is also the name of Dante Alighieri's beloved. Poets these days have no need for guides, since they have the celestial power of the internet. O Microsoft, O Bernard of Clairvaux, tell the story again in our time. I dream of an unfashionable street in the Bronx that no longer exists, the sweet smell of a family I was born too late to savor. My father's family came from the Ukraine, although they were Jews. Why am I telling you this? When love is embarrassing, it is not love, but something tenderer and more repugnant, an anemone that blooms among the pinks and blues and yellows of a polluted body of water we can't see. I'm dead in the dream of my grandmothers, who are sitting together beside me. Oh, Beatrice and Rose, do something unusual with my corpse. Make my grave under a beam of citrus wood, and type my eulogy in a document, and name it heart.pdf. And since I find the etymology of manual unaccountably heartbreaking, I expect you to make a handbook of me. Bind it with my hair, and make its pages from my body that is a part of your bodies. Name it body making, that's Latin, in case you didn't know, for go with me. Thanks.
We'll wait until